I do it fast only if I take it slow. From the beginning, this is my goal. No matter the time, I'll learn it by night, or I'll fail not.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, aka Main Street Steph. I'm sorry how I'm looking right now. It is really early and we are heading to Animal Kingdom and potentially Hollywood Studios. Now I'm saying potentially because today apparently it's gonna rain a lot all day. So I'm like, every time I go to the parks it's raining, but that's perfectly fine. We're gonna pack our rain gear, our ponchos, our umbrellas, the whole 9 yards. And so we're gonna try to see if we can attempt to go to Animal Kingdom, get on the good rides like the safari ride, the Mount Everest Yeti ride, and do other things, and then head into Hollywood Studios. If not, if the weather is not doing so good, then we might be going into Cast Connection, and I'll go over that a little later. But I'm so excited to take you guys along with me today. I need to get ready because it's already about to be 8:30 and I have my family getting ready. So I'm in my bedroom bathroom. This is not the usual place I get ready because I do have family sleeping in both of the offices upstairs. So all right, enough of the chit chat, we need to get ready. Rain like starting at 11 and going on until 3 p.m. So this is the outfit of the day. I have this really cute Winnie the Pooh dressed as a little ghost holding a little pumpkin. I have, let's see if you can see. I have these cute cut up shorts and I'm wearing my Converse. Hopefully you can see, but this is basically what I'm wearing today. I wanted to wear my Winnie the Pooh ears, but unfortunately it's gonna rain, so I don't know if I should wear a hat instead. So I'm just gonna figure it out, but I'll see you guys at Animal Kingdom. I always get so emotional when I go on the Avatar raid. Do you get emotional? Let me know in the comments because I don't want to be the only one, but I freaking love it. Oh.
There's 5 species of rhino left in the entire world. They're going to be one of these smaller species of rhino. Now, however, I do say smaller, that does not mean that they're going to be small. They weigh at least about 800 to 3,000 pounds. They're quite large animals. Nile hippopotamus. And Nile hippopotamus do live in groups called a bloat. Bloats are going to consist of females and their offspring. Males, once they do reach maturity, they're actually going to leave the bloat for a solitary lifestyle. Now, I do say they are semi-aquatic. Semi-aquatic means they spend time in the water and on land. These guys are actually not great swimmers. They're going to be some pretty poor swimmers, as Nile hippopotamus will walk or run through the water rather than swim through the water, which is what gives them their Latin name, hippopotamus, as it means river horse.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't mean that they can't swim, it just means that they choose not to. They spend a lot less energy walking and running through the water rather than swimming.
Wow.
Now, speaking of running, these guys can actually outrun a human. They can run upwards to around 32 to 35 miles per hour. Crocodiles are the largest reptile in Africa, being at around 16 feet long. Like I said, making them the largest reptile in Africa. Their ecosystem, as when they do all of those things, it's actually encouraging new growth to happen within the savanna. Hence why the savanna stays nice, healthy, and clean. Now up here on the right hand side, you guys are going to be able to spot some grayish colored animals. These are the wildebeest. Wildebeest are part of the largest migrants. Like they're in that den back there. Those are the African painted dogs. African painted dogs are going to be one of the most successful hunters in all of Africa, even being more successful than cheetahs and lions. Now they kind of look like hyenas, but these guys aren't part of the Hyenidae family. They're part of the canid family, the dog family. And despite being part of the dog family, they actually only have 4 toes. They're going to be a little bit different than domestic dogs as well as wolves. I know it's kind of interesting. I guess count their toes, and that's how you see the difference. Sable antelope are going to be an extremely unique antelope species, as when faced with a fight or flight, these guys are going to be one of the only ones to choose to stand their ground and defend themselves. All the other species of antelope are going to run away from danger, whereas those guys will get down on their front knees, put their heads down to show off the horns that curve backwards as a way to protect themselves from not only seeing one of them, and like I said, their spots are going to be what makes them that specific Maasai. Now on the right hand side, out near the bush, that's where we're going to be able to spot them. Or at least the baby giraffe. The group of giraffe is called a tower. I like to say that's because they do tower over us. Even as newborns, they're around 6 feet tall. They have a 6-foot drop into the world and then are expected to walk about an hour after they're born, so it's pretty impressive for a baby giraffe. Now, even at only a few long necks, but they also have incredibly long tongues. A giraffe's tongue is around 18 inches long. That's because of the way that they eat, they wrap their tongues around tree branches to pull off the leaves of the trees. Hence how they're going to need all 18 inches worth. Their tongues are so long, in fact, they even have the ability to lick their own eyeball. Kind of gross. Now also out there on the left-hand side, those are the Ankole cattle. Ankole cattle are nicknamed the Watusi cattle. Watusi stemming from the African tribe that originally domesticated 6 feet long. Despite that, they actually have honeycomb-like structures in their horns. Now, it looks like there are some... Now, you'll be able to spot the elephant on the right, but if you look on the left, you're also going to be able to spot the mandrills. So if you want to look at the elephant, look on the left, right. If you want to look at the mandrills, look on your left. Now, mandrills are a monkey, not an ape, and that's because they do have tails. Apes do not. Now, they have brightly colored faces as well as brightly colored ears, which is going to be super important in finding each other within the heavily dense forest. They do live in small family groups called a troop, so what we saw... As their trunks are going to be as super important as it is how they eat and drink with. You can also spot what they're doing out there, throwing dirt up onto themselves. They also use their trunks to do that, and that's because that's actually how they sunblock themselves. So throwing dirt, sand, all up on themselves, it acts as a protective layer, hence why they're going to be doing that. Now, do not worry,
the baby.
It does look like I spot lead her herd of other females and their offspring. Males, once they do reach maturity, are actually going to leave the herd for a solitary lifestyle. However, sometimes they are found in bachelor herds just being a small herd of male elephants. Now, it looks like we're going to be able to spot the rest
Another
of the
one.
herd up ahead, including that baby elephant like you guys saw before. Now, the baby elephant is going to be right up on this left-hand side, right up on the hill. That is about the size of a 1.5-year-old baby elephant. Now, something really cute about baby elephants is that they don't gain full muscle control over their trunks until about 2 years old. So right now, they're still trying to figure out how to control that trunk. Gestation period for elephants is around 2 whole years, so it does take quite a while for those little babies to be born. Now up here on the left-hand side is also going to be the flamboyance of flamingos. A flamboyance is what you call a group of flamingos. These are greater flamingos. Greater flamingos get their pink coloration from their diet. Baby flamingos actually hatch out a grayish-white coloration, and then as they grow older and eat food such as shrimp, they're going to get pinker and pinker. So you might see some of that little gray, a little white. Those are going to be some pretty young flamingo. Whereas flamingos that have a little bit more of that pink coloration, those are going to be more mature flamingos. Now it does take quite a while for them to get to that pink coloration, almost a total of 2 whole years. And of course, that little baby elephant is absolutely adorable. I'm so glad we got to see them. Now it looks like I spotted they are going to be one of the last 5 species of rhino left in the entire world. Now it's pretty cool, guys. You saw the black rhinoceros up in the interior forest and now the white rhinoceros down in the savannah, which means you guys have now seen 2 of the last 5 species of rhino left in the entire world.
Damn.
That's quite a humbling experience, as unfortunately these guys were hunted almost to extinction for their horns. Their horns were believed to have medicinal purpose, but they actually have no medicinal or nutritional value. The horns are made out of the same thing our hair and fingernails are made out of, which is keratin. But do not worry, with you guys coming here, learning a bit about them, as well as participating in conservation, you guys are helping out all of the white rhinoceros. So great job, guys. Now they are going to be significantly larger than the black rhino that we saw before. As like I mentioned, the black rhinoceros weighs about 800 to 3,000 pounds, whereas these guys are actually going to weigh 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. It's up here on the left-hand side. Now the African lions do live in groups called a pride. So what we see up here is a pride of lions. A pride is going to consist of 1 to 2 males and several females. Females are going to do most, if not all, of the hunting for the entirety of the pride, whereas the males are going to stay behind to protect their territory. Now, it looks like they're looking at the waterbuck as well as the ostrich coming up on the right-hand side. Now, waterbuck are going to be, you guessed it, getting their name because they do frequent water sources, so much so that they have a smelly, oily secretion from their skin. That's semi-waterproof, their fur.
Look at the ostrich over there.
Also up on the right-hand side, like I mentioned, the ostrich, you'll be able to spot it up there. But of course, if you guys want to look at those lions a little bit longer, it is completely understandable. Now, lions will be doing a lot of what we see here, which is lying around for about 16 to 20 hours out of the day. Kind of jealous. That's because they do have to conserve all of their energy for those long and exhausting hunts. Now, it does look like this is a pride of 3 lions.
Yeah, right.
You'll be able to spot the 3rd right up at the top of those Kopi rocks up here. She's going to be all the way at the top of those rocks.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2 females and 1 male. The male's going to be right underneath that tree right there. And again, the female right up at the top of the rocks. Now, Kopi rocks are going to be a lot, excuse me, can't find my word, with mud and sand being a sunblock. That's exactly what they're doing right here, is they're rubbing up all of that mud while to coat their skin.
Oh, Pumbaa! It's Pumbaa!
Now, Pumbaa in Swahili actually means foolish, which is kind of unfair, as these guys are actually a super intelligent species. Now, also looks like up here on the right-hand side is going to be the ostrich. Now, the ostrich are the tallest bird in the world, as they do stand around 6 to 8 feet tall. That's actually, it looks like we are going to head out of the savannah. They're getting away from the rain.
They're right under
Now, Nigerian dwarf goats are an important part of conservation, as it showcases farmers in Africa can make a sustainable income from goat's milk rather than unsustainable ways such as logging or poaching.
Oh yeah, in the back of
guys
the
are
car.
helping out all those animals we saw out there on the reserve. Now, if you guys did want to see them up close and in person, I highly recommend heading over to Rafiki's Pet and Watch Train up to Conservation Station, where you guys can possibly even get to pet these little guys. Do keep in mind.
Items in the pouch in front of you. Fasten your seatbelt and remain seated.
Okay, now let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus.
Not our dino.
Warning, meteor shower in range.
Just little ones.
Oleoramus.
Oh, wow.
Hadrosaur.
Oh, Parasaur.
Raptor.
Raptor!
Time to get serious. Locking autopilot on homing signal now. Hang on! I'm tracking a big dino on the scope. Could be ours. Computer, full stop.
Oh, the car, no!
Identify.
Mi hermana!
Carnotaurus.
Definitely not our dino. Go, go, go!
Oh my god! I told you!
Another big guy coming up. Computer. Slow and identify.
Sauropod.
Still not our dino, but at least this one's a vegetarian.
Oh my god!
Asteroid impact in 90 seconds.
We better move it.
Pterodactyl.
Incoming!
My neck cracked!
Asteroid impact in 60 seconds.
We can't stop now. Keep going, keep going.
Oh my god!
Compsognathus.
Come get so bad!
Computer, what's happening?
Loss of traction.
Four-wheel drive, move it!
Meteor strike.
Left, right, left, right. That was close. Computer, now what?
Carnotaurus.
That's it. Abort mission. Abort, abort.
Aerosmith and
behalf of all the toys, I'd like to give you a nice, big Andy's Backyard welcome.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hi guys, we are finally back home. Oh my god, I am so tired. We spent like the entire day, I think we were at Disney for more than like 13 hours, and I am beat. I just finished taking a shower, but right before I go to bed, I wanted to show you guys my haul over at Cast Connection. Now, if you don't know what Cast Connection is basically a it's a store only meant for cast members and for their family and friends. So we went over there after Animal Kingdom, right before we headed into Hollywood Studios, and so I wanted to show you guys everything I got because there were so many good things. First, I wanted to show you this really cute Winnie the Pooh makeup bag that I saw there at Cast Connection. Original price on this was $34.99, but I got it for $14.99. Now the next two items I'm going to show you is from Run Disney, and I am participating next year at the Springtime Surprise in April, and so I wanted to get some of the Run Disney merch. This is the Loungefly Run Disney bag, and I thought this was perfect. And so this was $79 originally, and I got it for $39.99. And I also grabbed the track pants, and I love this blue color, and and on the side it says every mile is magic. And these pants were originally $59.99, and look how much I got it for, $14.99. So those two things were from Run Disney. And so I grabbed a couple t-shirts, but two of them I grabbed from my husband, which was this very cute, I love this t-shirt, so pretty. This I don't know the original price, but I'm assuming it was $34.99, like every t-shirt that in Disney World, and I got it for $7.99. That t-shirt and this t-shirt, so cute. And so I ended up finding this tank top. Original price was $34.99, and I got it for $12.99. I love it. It says park hopping is my cardio. I love it, and I'm gonna wear this along with my Run Disney clothes. And the last thing I got, oh my god, when I saw this, it was the last one, and it was in my size. And this is a really cute Lily Pulitzer cardigan. It's so pretty. Here, let me show you. A Lily Pulitzer pink cardigan. Original price was $128, and I got it for $49.99. Amazing. Now that is everything that I got over at Cast Connection. I was so happy to find these items. I had such a great day, but I'm so tired, so I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me to Animal Kingdom and to Hollywood Studios. Make sure you like, subscribe to my channel for more Disney content, more of my lifestyle, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
Day after day